Hi, I'm Ravenna Miceli, and welcome to my humble Healthful kitchen located in the western suburbs of Cleveland, Ohio. And today I'm going to be making and baking biscotti. It's a traditional Italian biscuit, and you usually have it with coffee or tea, so we get to dunk. And I'm the unrefined cook. Oh, wait a minute, let me reword that. I'm the all-natural cook, hence the Healthful Kitchen. So I like to use all natural and organic ingredients whenever possible. I'm using whole wheat white flour. These are the dry ingredients I'll be talking about now. 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, which I've incorporated here, and 1/4 cup, more or less, of sugar. Also, the wet ingredients, 4 eggs and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Now, here's the eggshells, which I'm saving because I'm going to put that in the compost pile. And then also in the biscotti, you usually have almonds. And what I did with this raw almonds, I used a mallet to chop them. And you know what? This is great if you have kids, because this is how the kids can participate. You'll let them whack the almonds and also get to eat an almond or so. And they can actually see their work in progress, so it's really kid-friendly. I'd use a plastic bag. I don't like using plastic, but in this case I'll make an exception. The almonds come later. Plus, I'm using dried fruit today, optional, but I'm using black currants, and these are really tasty, and they add a little bit of sweetness, so that's why you don't need to go heavy on the sugar. So, you can use any sort of dried fruit you like. You don't have to stay with the black currants. I've used cranberries, dates, plums, believe it or not. Actually, prunes, dried plums they call them now. So they have these little bitty prunes that are really great, and they are really sweet. So it cuts down on the sugar, and it's more natural and better for you. So I'm ready to incorporate the eggs. I'm just going to slightly beat. And now I'm going to dump these in using my trusty spatula, my rubber spatula, to get every bit of goodness out. I can smell that tablespoon of vanilla. Oh, it smells so good. So now I work this, and it gets a little crumbly, but that's okay. I use 4 eggs because it's moister. I'm making the biscotti today for Cousin Dave. It's his birthday coming up. Italian Dave, he's going to love it. Okay, time to add the almonds, which have been whacked by a mallet. You can really see, when you use a plastic bag, the almonds crushing up nicely. Okay, I've incorporated this pretty well. How about the currants? 1 cup of currants. I'm using a recycled jar, and I measured them. I know this is 1 cup exactly. I'm going to start using my hands to form this into a big log. Enter Robert Plant music. Anyway, here we go. Ooh, this looks so good, doesn't it? Alright, now I'm almost ready to roll this out. I'm going to flour the cutting surface. Love this stainless steel table. Tell you what, I think it cost me $100. And I'm going to cut this so it's going to make 2 logs. Don't have to be perfect. I'll put that over there. Look at these currants. Oh my God, they're so good and good for you. I'm not going to roll this too long this time because I want this to be a larger oblong. And this is going on my cookie sheet that I have greased already. I sprayed, and I'm going to roll this one a little longer so you'll get to see 2 kinds of biscotti. You see, it tends to break apart a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. And now I am going to bake this for 30 minutes at 325, bottom rack of my electric oven. Wish I had a gas oven, but I don't. So you really have to watch these electric ovens. because again, it's not as evenly distributed and it tends to cook a little faster. So 325 for 30 minutes. I'm going to set my timer and I'll be watching this. Actually, I'm going to make it for 25 minutes. I'm going to come in and make sure it's not burning a couple of times, and away we go. Oh, the biscotti's a bacon and it smells so good. Can't wait to bite into one. Now, let's talk about ingredients, shall we? This is Rumford baking powder. It's aluminum free, something I prefer, because who needs the extra aluminum and the tinny taste I think it would impart if it weren't aluminum free. And this is baking soda, sodium bicarbonate. Any brand will do. Some more of the dry ingredients that I use. King Arthur flour. I usually use their organic, but I had the whole wheat white on hand. Whole wheat, unbleached, unbromated, higher in fiber. And I love King Arthur. They've been in business for 200 years, and they're from Norwich, Vermont. 100% employee owned and operated. I love that. This is really good flour. The sugar I used, organic sugar. Really, sugar is sugar, but this organic sugar is 50% less refined than ordinary sugar, and it's from Trader Joe's. The price is right, plus it comes from a sustainable sugarcane farm in Paraguay. And a good alternative to sugar would be date palm or coconut palm sugar. So they're lower on the glycemic level, which means they're digested at a slower rate. So better for you if, let's say, you're a diabetic. And now for the wet ingredients in the biscotti. These eggs, get a load of the color, the beautiful dark brown. I love brown eggs. These I bought at Anne Marie's stand at the West Side Market. They're from Holmes County, Ohio. They're from very happy chickens, free-range, pastured chickens. So these eggs have no antibiotics, which means they're lower in cholesterol, they're higher in omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin A. So you really want to get local brown eggs, farm-raised, free-ranged, pastured. When you hear that, you know you're getting a really good nutritious egg. And the vanilla comes from Madagascar by way of Costco, and the price is right. It's delicious. Also, the vegetable spray I used, olive oil, and I got this at Trader Joe's. It's great to spray any pan, so I sprayed the cookie sheet with that. And now for the fruit that I used. Any dried fruit is fine. I used black currants because they're not tiny raisins like you might think. They're actually from a shrub. They're berries, but they're dried. They are high in so many vitamins: iron, potassium, rutin. Oh, they're phytophenols. That's a new word for you. So they're really, really good for you, high in iron and wonderful flavor. They're naturally sweet, really high in unsaturated fatty acids. So these are a dynamite little fruit, packed with power for you. And for the nuts, you can use any kind of nuts you want. You can use pistachios. I used almonds. California almonds, whole almonds, no salt, and they're available at Costco. And I want you to know how much I love supporting local farmers and not factory farms. It's better for you nutritionally and better for your family and way better for the economy. So support local farmers markets. And now everybody manja! Biscotti is ready! All right, the first bake of the biscotti, and I did bake it on that lower rack, so it's not a problem. Look, it came out beautifully. These are going to cool for about 20 minutes, and then I will cut them and put them back in the oven for another 20 minutes. And you can also just bake them as logs again for 20 minutes in this form. But I'm going to cut them and bake them because I want them a little dried out, because I like them to be hard, a little harder, because I'm a dunker. Okay, the biscotti is ready to slice. It's been cooling for about 20 minutes. And here we go. Ooh, very nice. And we're going to have to bake this again for another 20 minutes once we slice everything. And this is slicing beautifully. Look at this. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. And it's soft. So the reason we're slicing is to put it back in the oven and harden it up a bit. So now I've cut the biscotti, and here it goes into the oven. For the twice baked part, And this should be another 20 minutes at 325. Biscotti's ready. After baking twice, and pulling them out. Oh, they look good and they smell so good. And now they're going to go on the wire racks. Let me close the oven. Oh, look at these. These are the oblong. And these will go to Cousin Dave for his birthday surprise. See the almonds in here? You can see the almonds and the currants. Just gorgeous. All right, I'm dunking. Mangia. I'm Ravenna Miceli. Thank you for joining me. Catch me next time. Perhaps I'll be doing fruited vodka.